Hello. Good morning. Just doing my daily cleaning of my table. I have like so much dirt on my table today. Good morning. Happy Thursday. I can't believe we're so close to the end of this month. We just said Happy New Year's. Good morning. Okay, today I finished some stuff this morning. I did a Nova's Notion, which should come out tomorrow. Um, and it's like this really cool hole puncher I've seen, and I have some thoughts. And then for Patreon, I did a step up class, should be coming out tomorrow morning as well. So I filmed two things, and I was shooting my bags for a strike. Um, Today I'm going to cut out my bag for um, February's bag of the month. And it's really cute. I don't know. I'm trying to figure out. I'm going through all my cottons because I really want to use a Tula Pink one, but I don't want to use the two-door one, and that's one that keeps calling to me. I'm like, no, I don't want to use you. You're my precious. So I have that, and then I'm going to be making a convertible blue cala bag, like a convertible bag with some really cool fabric. So yeah, that's pretty much my day. My hope is my hope. My hope is sick. She has like a little bit of a cough, so she's at home today. And that's probably it. I have a lot to do, but I finished a lot of it already. We're having leftovers tonight, so I don't have to cook. Well, I don't really cook as much as Kendall does. Kendall cooks more. I'm not going to lie. So, yeah. Pattern testing, cutting out, interfacing, and doing a bag. Hoping to get all that done before 6 o'clock. I'm hoping I can cut out and just like do a live and chit chat sew. And okay, so when I did a live chit chat sew with Monica, we were all talking about different things. We were talking about good morning, thank you. We were talking about um, the bias binding maker, and we were talking about all these expensive things that we were like not aware of. So when I got when I got off the chat, somebody was like, hey, I know you were talking about this. This one was my grandmother's, and she's like never used it, and I could sell it to you for $100. So I was like, Kindle. And he's like, I already knew you were gonna get it. I was like, so this would be one of the Nova's Notions. Okay, so and here's some fun facts. If you're going to be getting this, there are two versions. Well, there's actually three. The original that came out like when I was like not even in junior high. There's original, and it's just a bias binder maker, and there are complications with the original. The original one got supremely hot where a lot of people were getting burns. I like go into these research deep dives on stuff. The second one came out not too long, like 12 years ago, and then they stopped making it because then they came out with the deluxe. The deluxe is the piping and the bias binding maker. All of them don't do the piping, and I found out. So I got both. I got both. I barely had a chance to open this up, but it's like really nice bubble wrapped. Has all the instructions. I'm gonna dive into it today to make sure I have everything in one accord. But yes, people do listen to our conversations, and Google does say something because they were like, yeah, we heard you, we watched your live, and we sell parts that my grandmother has. And they were like, if you're interested in anything, let me know. And yeah, so I'm about to get my bias binding on. There's a couple bags that I'm testing that you need bias binding, so I'm really excited because I like to do like the by Annie most of the time, where I just cut out my 2 1/4 or 2.5 inch and fold all the raw edges to one side and do it again. But I am liking also when you can put double-sided tape on one side and then just sew one side down. There's a lot of different ways now to do your binding, but yes, I'm really excited about that. I'm curious about the speed in this, and I'm also curious about the heat because I was reading some of the reviews on the original one. A lot of people went to Better Business Bureau, like they burned their wrists. I mean, I get it. It's like an iron, like we're like, duh, you're gonna, but still, like it's like a hot plate. Cause like basically when I was watching the like YouTube things, I'm like, man, so that should be like, don't have children around or pets. So just, I don't know about you. I know I see a lot of people with cats where like they jump on the table like when you're talking live or doing something because they want the love and they also like the attention. Loki does the same thing. Like how many times has he came in here and you just seen me like, oof, and he's on me. So I'm like, I can't imagine like his little paw. His paw's not little. It's like the size of my hand. But he's still little to me. Imagine his little baby paw. Oh my God. Yes. Dude, you already know, Monica. You already know. I want to be like, I burned myself. Oh, I already hurt myself today. So, do you guys remember when I did Novaween the first time I showed you how to make snow globes and I made all these cute little Harry Potter ones? One of them fell today. While I was taking pictures, cut my back of my foot and I had to pick up glass. So it's been an intriguing day and it's only 10. I'm gonna drink my cappuccino and woosah. I already do that. If I don't injure myself once a day, I don't know what that's like, to be honest with you. It just happens that like I'm super accident prone and I'm clumsy. And sometimes I don't pay attention to the things around me. Oh my God, I already know. I'll be like, Monica, I burned myself. Don't tell Kendall. So I'm really excited about it though, because I like piping. I'm going to be doing piping today in the Clover convertible that I'm making. And I'm actually using piping that I did get at So Magical. It is this purple glitter one from Zorel, and I'm really excited to use it because ever since I bought it without any idea what I was going to use with it, and just I'm really excited. So I'm going to be using that today. That's happening. And I'm going to use some glitter. I think I'm going to use a Coca-Cola glitter from Lauren Mormino because I used the red glitter in a bag the day before yesterday, and it was amazing. I was more surprised because it did have like a little bit of stick to it, but it didn't stick to my machine. I usually veer away from glitter because like if your machine like walks with it, hi, if your machine like is moving and your fabric is sticking, you're gonna get like skip stitches, broken needles, or like a drag mark from your needle. Her glitter did not stick to my machine. I'm still thrown off by that. I never had that happen. I usually don't do glitter because of that. I want to do glitter. I mean, it's glitter. Glitter is magic. so, so I was really surprised by it, and it sewed up really well. It's really pretty too. I can't wait to show that project. So, but I'm going to use the Coca-Cola glitter today or the Guardians. I haven't figured out which one that's closer to that purple glitter piping that I have, but I'm excited that I have it. I like to have piping in like wovens, and I make my own with waterproof canvas, and that's the reason why I wanted the machine. Oh my God, backstitched glitter vinyl. I already told everybody you're sleeping. If you don't want to get backstitched the prints, get the glitter vinyl. I have the silver, and holy, I touch it like it looks like it's liquid. I'm gonna tell you right now, I'm trying not to buy anything because I'm about to go broke. I'm about to go broke buying that round of backstitch. They have like everything. So like I know, okay, so what happens is with pre-orders, a lot of people get upset because they'll see a bag made and they're like, oh, when can I get this fabric? And it was from like 3 months ago. If you're not a part of Backstitch, please go join them because they like release the vault and they have like almost every Disney print they have in every site. The thing is, the sites are confusing too because they have a site that's CL, that's like home headquarters. They have prints, which is like vinyls, the little key rings and the little charms, and like the tape, the zipper tape, as well as the webbing. Then they have cotton woven. It's like different things. So you have to really, I tell people, if you're like me that I'm so hyped and excited that I forget something, I write a whole list out and then I'll go for the main brand I want. Like, so I most likely will go for the vinyl because there's waterproof canvas in there. They have the key rings, the charms, and the zippers and the webbing, because these are the things that I make with. Then I would go for the woven. Um, I would do this cotton lycra, but to be honest with you, I don't use cotton lycra as much as I should. I have 3 drawers of cotton lycra that I'm supposed to be making like sweatshirts or hoodies for myself, and I have yet to do it because I'm afraid of my serger. Now, do I serge? Yeah. You've seen a couple of Hopi's onesies as strikes. But I don't, I think it's the blade. I think it's the blade. I don't know. Because I've called Monica, like, I nicked myself with a rotary cutter again. So this blade just is right there. And then there's 3 needles going. I'm like, I'm going to hurt myself. I'm afraid. So yeah, I like my cover stitch though. But not so much. And also I don't mind threading it, but I get jealous when I see people's airless ones. I'm not gonna lie. I think that is a genius idea, but I'm also afraid, like, it's weird because like I love technology. So I like there's that ooh new, but then there's also that old school, like, what happens if the airless stops? And can I just thread it, or do I have to like now turn it in and wait however many days or weeks or a month? Because during COVID, people were getting their sewing machine service, and the turnaround time was ridiculously big. So, and I'm one of those people that like to service my own machine. I will have a video next month with that. So I like to service like my Bernina to my whatever. It's very rare when I have to go in, and when I go in, they say, "Oh, you take such good care of it," because my Letha didn't go to get servicing. She would grease her own machines, oil her own machine. So it's something I do. Um, I'm one of those people that can like change the oil in my car, do spark plugs, put rotary brakes on. I like to take things apart and put them back together. So yeah, that's pretty much what I'm going to be doing today. But backstitch, I think, happens next week. I think the first. I think it's the first, or it's Monday, or it's one of those days. Go look, because this is the time I normally don't tell people to buy stuff, but I hear a lot of people like, I want this print, like this Disney print from Backstitch. This is the time. Yeah, the 6th. Yeah, I'm telling everybody I'm going to be broke because I'm going for prints first, because I want all the charms. So, I want all the charms. I like charms, and weirdly, I don't put them on bags. I just keep them for myself. Just yeah, the swim route. Yeah. There's so many things. There's board short material, whatever, and there's so many things, and their colors are very vivid. I can give you this. I wash mine, and there's like nothing's on my color catcher. I don't know what color fast they have on there, but nothing's ever on my color catcher, and I appreciate that, because when I get like certain prints from Joann's, no offense to Joann's, my color fast will be like, dang, maybe I need to put another one. Especially because I got the Muppet. Someone asked me to make a Muppet baby backpack. And I was like, they don't have Muppet baby fabric at Joann's. And they do. They have like the 2 old guys, whatever. So I put it in there. I have it on cool water, and I put the color catcher in it. And the color catcher came out purple. And I was like, this is. I was thrown off because the fabric itself was like a light pink, like a very light pink, almost like a beige. I was super confused. But I digress. That's what my plans are today. Hopefully, yeah. Like the thing is my dad's an engineer, and like he's always been really handy and savvy. And the moment I like my first card, Ford Focus, like my first Ford Focus, it had when the first year they came out, it had some severe issues. Anyone that had a Ford Focus when they came out, they know what I mean. It had some severe issues, like the rotary pads will go bad on the car within like a month of buying it. Then the axle went out. All these things went out. So I had a lot of friends that were married, and their husbands or their boyfriends or whatever, when they were fixing it, instead of like going in the house drinking and doing whatever we were going to do, I would watch them, and then they would let me learn. And that's how I learned how about spark plugs and oil changes and all that stuff. And then my dad. Ugh. See, that's why I can't sell stuff. I can account inventory. I'll be like, oh, we Kindle. So yeah, no, I can't. I know I should do inventory on my zippers because I want to buy some more from Zipper Valley, but I think I'm like low on my like primary colors. Like I think I have no black zipper tape, and I am thrown off by that. That's weird. It's weird. I like blue's the color I use the most, the blue with the antique teeth. Um, and recently when I make the Lord of the Ring, it's brown with antique teeth or green. And I also use the brown when I make Harry Potter stuff. So I know I need to restock that, but I have a bag that the person wants it all black. And I'm like, I have no all black zipper tape, I don't think. I was down in the zipper drawer for an hour and a half, and I'm ashamed of how I have it organized. Okay, I'm not gonna even lie, because I just seen when I went and seen D Stash and it was like too late. I'm gonna be all up in there on like I'm gonna be like, what is in here? Because that like I don't know if this person's watching, but they had that really cool yoga fabric, and I wanted to be like, I want a yard so bad, and it was like the whole roll. I had never seen that fabric before, and it was so beautiful. And I was like, what? Where did you get that? And they're like, here at the D Stash. I'm like, I need to pay attention more and read everything that the event has, because I think I missed out on so much. Like I didn't get to see the runway show. I got to see it like at the tail end of it, and I wanted to see that. So, and I didn't know if there was constant activities going on in the lounge. I don't, you know how we always say people don't read? Well, we're part of those people too. That's just call a spade a spade. I was like, ooh, squirrel. Like, it was so much going on. Like I did not hit the main hall with the shops, like the one against the wall. And on the other side, I did not hit at all. This is for Shinova. She needs this. I found like I have right now, like it was funny because like Hope was on me because I have a I don't know. That's a good question. I should ask Kayla. Like I don't know how the D-stash goes at all. At all. Like I just was like amazed that there was so much stuff in the area, and then you pay like a certain amount and you just grab things, I guess. I don't know how it goes. I don't want to lead you down the wrong path. But I think it's like a really cool concept because one person they think they can go without, another person they can make the whole world to them. But Hope Monica was like on me because she's seen I got her it's a panda bear, and it's a mechanical pencil, and it's Till, and I was like, oh, this is Monica, and I was like, I'm just gonna put this in my bag so I can give it to her. Because Hope was like, has Monica got this yet? I'm like, if I'm holding it, if it's right there, I didn't get two. So she's been on me on that. Yeah. Can you wait, I'm still freaking out that it's gonna be February 1st, like real soon. Like, and then it's like I know me and Kendall are gonna do the cutouts live on the 3rd, but man. Huh. Okay. Yeah, I didn't know. I didn't know. I didn't notice it. I didn't know even it wasn't until I went into my brother's scan and cut class, and the lady had a wagon and she had yoga fabric, and I was like, that fabric is amazing, and it would be really awesome for like a yoga bag. There were like people with like long hair, short hair, and they're all doing like different yoga positions on a mat, and I was like, I've never seen this. This is so pretty. Um, so I do want to go to the D Stash. I kind of want to do everything. We can't like there's no way because I give Kayla this. She has so much stuff going on that there's no lag time. No matter what day you guys go, whether it's on Friday or Sunday, there's going to be some fun events for you. Um, it was like a dream. It's kind of like the first time you go to like an amusement park like Disneyland or Disney World. It's like so much happened that day. When you come back, you're trying to still process it all. And then you're like, when you see that the event's happening in another location, you're like, okay, I want to do everything I didn't get to do. And there's so much to do. Just like there's so many vendors. Like I'm going to lose my mind. I think there's like almost close to 30 vendors. I don't have to pay for shipping. I'm going shopping. I've been saving for this. Then I have to stop and go on a no spending spree, so that way in September I can go shopping again. Because then I have Kindle and I can make him have a backpack, so I can buy stuff and not have to go somewhere. Just stuff it in his backpack. Oh yeah, I want to go to the Tennessee one too. I wanted to go to the Tennessee because I wanted to actually eat. I was like, yeah, barbecue, and I, but I have an event the week before and the week after, and I'm like drained after one event for a while. Hmm. Yeah, hopefully next year. I'm definitely going to So Magical Florida. Um, Definitely going to that one again. It's just so crazy that it's not really that far away. And hopefully, um, I will be in a better financial state to go to the cruise one because man, I like cruises. I have this weird thing with the killer whale, but that's a whole different thing that I have to talk about because you're gonna be like, what? I want to go on a cruise one because I think that would be so much fun to sew and be on out at the ocean. But no, oh no, I wish I could. I was offered to go to Suicides, one in Palm Spring. I think Monica is though. Monica, chime in. I wanted to go to that one, but I think that during that week too, like so basically from February until October, the end of October, I have like small conventions or small like Comic Cons, and it's hard because like as much as I want to go to these events, the events that I have, the Comic Cons and the conventions that I'm going to pay, it's my part of my income. It's a big part. And I sew my tail off between now and then, and you'll see like a million different bags for me because I'm stocking up inventory for these conventions. Um, like Awesome Con and Baltimore Comic Con. Then there's Shore Leaf. There's so many different conventions out here, and I go between like all areas in Maryland and then DC. There's a lot in DC, and that this is convention season. Our downtime for convention season is after Halloween through the January, and then it starts all over again. Like there will be Katsucon that's going to be coming out. I believe it's like Valentine's Day or something. I think it's the same weekend that I'm going. So this is the only one I'm not going to because I want to go to the Texas one. But yes, nonstop. I'll have like a small downtime between March and April, but then it just like every other weekend I have some kind of convention. So I won't be going to Tennessee because I have the convention, but maybe next year, hopefully. I'm going to Tennessee for a couple of I mean, I'm going to Texas for a couple of reasons. One, because I'm teaching. Two, I get to see Christina and Monica. And three, I get to do things that missed out last time because I was not paying attention. Like I was like so excited about seeing everyone that I did not go to every single booth. Like I realized that I went to Hardwood and High to buy one thing, but I never got to talk to the people, like shake your hand and like, oh my God, your the stuff that you make is magical and nothing. Like I didn't go to like Susie had a huge booth, and like the next day when I was about to leave, I noticed things I did not see the first time I seen her booth because I didn't take my time and walk around and really look at the things. Because it was every time you moved, like you recognize someone like, oh, you're in this group. Your work is so amazing. Da, da, da. Like, and then you start talking because it's another person that sews, and it's not something an everyday conversation that you can have with a spouse or a loved one or someone that else that doesn't really sew. So it just goes off a tangent, you know? So, but I'm excited. I heard I heard the suicide one's gonna be fun, but I believe Monica might be teaching at that one or attending. I'm not too sure. I don't want to speak for her. But yeah, the that looks like it'll be really fun. And Palm Springs is amazing to be at. There's a lot of nice massage places there and food. God, I miss California for the food alone. Don't get me wrong, we have really awesome food here in Maryland. It just like it's just different. I was born and raised there, so like I know all like the little hole in the wall places that have amazing foods. So that's what I plan on doing today. Um, yeah, I did do filming though, so I'm excited. I'm gonna film tomorrow. I have to prep for that though. Let's see. See. Okay, so Kendall gets used to it. Like he'll look at things like he'll be like, yeah, yeah. But if it's like NFL or collegiate, he's like excited. Like anytime someone like commissions me to do like a collegiate bag, he's like he knows like everything about that team. And I'm like, I don't even know what their mascot or anything is. I have to like now Google search everything and then start drawing things out. So I'll ask him and based off of his like feedback, I'll start doodling. But yes, it's not the same. Like when like I'm talking about like a gravity feed or something special for like an iron or needles, I'm talking to Monica, we're like excited about it. And then like Kendall's like, it's a needle or it's an iron. Like, but it's the same thing. Like when he does talk about like football stuff with me, and I've been like, uh-huh. Mm, so interesting. So like it's a different thing. Like if he went to a football convention, he would probably be like, I would not even be on a blip of his radar because it's all these people that like football, you know? It's the same thing. So we get to go to a convention that everybody has the same mind, whether they're making garments, shoes, or whatever. I do want to make shoes though. I don't think that's a class this year. But there was a class in Florida, and if it becomes a class in Florida, I didn't take that class. I'm gonna take the heck out of that class. I'm always intrigued by it. Like making shoes. Yeah, it's a weird thing. Like I've seen so longs, but if the person's not is like if the person's giving verbal like written instructions, I will get lost. I'll be like, I want to see it at the same time. Good morning. Yes. Okay. And the thing is, I have the machines where I can make stuff like that. And so I'm like, I want to make shoes. I want to like sit with somebody. I know you could probably find a local, like, what are they called? Cobbler? I know you could like sit with a shoe repair person. I have like okay, so I'm 5'9". Okay, you guys have to understand this. There's a few things. Before having kids, I wore like a size negative everything. I was really, really small. Having kids and going through postpartum depression, I'm a person that eats my feelings. So, but if you meet me, I have freakishly small hands for being 5'9", and being 5'9", I wear a size 7.5 to 8 shoe. I consider having big feet in my family because my mom's 5 foot nothing and she wears a size 4. And my sister's 5'2", and I think she wears a size 6.5 or 7. And they make fun of me for having big feet, but they don't understand. 7.5 and 8 is it's like the national average in the US. Yeah, my mom could wear kid shoes. Like, like legit when Faith would grow out of shoes and I knew they were my mom's size, I would buy like Faith really nice shoes to give them to my mom because my mom has tiny feet. She's little though. She's little, but yeah, I'm 5'9" and I wear a size 7.5 to 8. Now, certain shoes I will go up a size no matter what, like Crocs or something, because I just like that extra space. Oh my god, yeah, you can get, and then they're cheaper too. Like you can get some really cute Uggs in like Nordstrom, and they'll be like $50, and if you get them in women's, it's like, oh, that's $250. You're like, wait, it's like one size different. Like, please explain. Yeah, I would I would get Faith like, and I would do it. I would get her really nice shoes too because when I knew Hope was coming, I would save it. So like I would get her like Timberlands, Uggs, and all this stuff, and just save them because they went to the next kid. Oh yeah, those are I know those little shoes on Maisie are so cute. I want to go. I want to sit with someone that makes shoes and just like see like I know it's kind of like hat when you make hats. There's a lot of molds in hats. Like I have only one mold, and it was a mold that I created for my top hat. Um, but there's a lot of work that goes into it, and people are not. Um, it's harder than it looks. Like the kind of like when I was talking about buckram and in Swoon Group when I was talking about interfacing, that is hilarious because I use it a lot when I'm making like top hats and whatever. And one day I was started to use it in bags, and now there's a lot of bags where they're called to use buckram, and I'm like, people get wise to the game. It's cheaper interfacing. It's easy to sew through, and it's super structured, depending on what weight you get or whatever. But yeah, I like making hats. I don't know why no one made hats in my family. So, I mean, like there'll be like little hat fishers that she would make, but they're not like full fledged. Like I'm so enthralled with the Mad Hatter that I always have a tendency of creating those. And then I made a couple of like really cool like CL witches hats and stuff like that. Hat making is pretty cool because I think this is why I'm pretty good at top stitching is nothing but curves. So like you got to go through it. Like hat making is fun. I don't know. I like making hats. I'm looking at one of the hats I made on my mannequin. I like making hats. I love making cosplay aprons. I love making corsets, but corsets is a very time and very expensive thing to make. And if you're not at your goal size when you make a corset, because there's like not a lot of wiggle room for a corset, don't make it. So I did make my on being this size, I did make a Doctor Who, the 11th Doctor, his brown jacket into a full body corset. It's amazing. It was super fun. Yes. I like to cosplay as I'm always the 11th Doctor, and I have like a little hat, and it's a whole corset like shirt thing, and you just wear. I have my bow tie that I made, and it's amazing. It helps with your back. Like my back feels so good at the end of the day. Like it's ridiculously how well it fits. And then I did Cora. I made Cora's whole entire outfit, except I made it her pants into a fluffy skirt, and I have a collar and it's an apron. So I have pockets and everything, but it's my whole front's Cora. I like to turn aprons into cosplay that I can actually use at cons. It's a good talking piece, and it gives the person kind of like how your sewing skills are. It it does help. I just recommend not. I recommend you going to finding your like nearest place that there's quarters. Like there's stuff that you could buy just for corsets and um like Ren Fair costumes or costumes period, and see if they have people that make them, because the ones at the stores they try to make one size fit all, and one if you have one measurement that's completely off, it can be more harmful than beneficial to you. Yeah. I used to do I had a boatload. I have two corsets. So I was the Red Queen. Um Alice in Wonderland. I have a weird infatuation with Alice in Wonderland. And that the top of my outfit is it. And if you go on my Instagram, you can see me making it. Um, and then I have the Doctor Who. I can still squeeze into the Doctor Who. I can't get into the Red Queen because I was like 30 pounds lighter, 30 or 40 pounds lighter. But yes, I plan on getting that. And then when I start actually getting into exercising and working out, when I get to my goal weight, I'm going to make Sarah's dress from the Labyrinth. That's been my goal dress forever. Yeah, I like the underbust one, but I had a bad experience, and this is why I always tell people go to someone that makes it professionally. There's always somebody that does, and if the best place to find it is at costume supplies shops, not places that provide it, but they provide you all the materials to do it. There's one here not too far in Philadelphia. And they'll tell you like, oh, this person's a corset. They have like a whole list of people, and usually they're people. Or the other place you can do it is people that are working at plays. They are Renfest. They usually have to create these costumes, and they're seamstresses or tailors or whatnot, and they know how to do all that. But I had one at a Renfest, and I thought I was going to get be protected because, okay, my friend set me up. I thought I was going to be like a lady at Runfest, and no, I was a wench. And he had a lot of fun with this. I did not. But it was like the underboob one. And like between sweating, I didn't have loom back then, people. Okay. So, and I got like raw. And I was like this all like the rest of the week. I was like, my underboobs are going to fall off. And I didn't know. I didn't know. And now I know that a wrong corset could be horrible. Yeah. Loom. These kids do not know how lucky they are now. Underboob sweat's real. People don't want to talk about it, but now loom is making it where people are talking about it. But yeah, get a real corset from somebody, and you might find someone at a like at a fashion school that is trying to make stuff for a grade. It's kind of like those beauty salons, like where the kids are not kids, where the young adults are in beautician school and they need test dummies or whatever, and you can go get your hair dyed or cut or whatever for a fraction of the cost, because they're also with an instructor, so it's like your hair is not going to get ruined. There are a lot of people that are in like FIT or all these different places that they have an assignment for like a corset or something that is like avant-garde, and they will use you as a model, and you get to model the thing and you can work it out where you can keep the outfit. Just throwing some ideas out there, but there's a lot. Don't get a wrong size corset or underboob rash is real. All right. It didn't stop hurting for like a week. I had to go to the doctor, and then I had to explain it to the doctor, and he just looked at me and shook his head. I know he was judging me because he kept going like this. Like, I'm supposed to tell you stuff, doc. I'm supposed to tell you. So, yeah. But they are good for your back. But there's other things you can do for your back though too. So talk to your doctor. Yeah, under boob. Like, I'm just saying, no one talks about it, especially if you have, you know, if you like, no one wants to talk about it. It's true. I'm sorry. I don't think this is even a size thing. I think you could be like an A cup, and if something's just rubbing against there because it doesn't fit you in the waist or your lower bust area, it's gonna mess you up. It's gonna oh man, just like that double-sided tape. I didn't know I was allergic to tape until that day. It's really bad. I don't, so I'm like, I can't even put like tape on my hand because I'll get a blister or something, but I had no idea I was allergic to tape until I was trying this 70s costume that had like a deep V, and my friend was like, don't worry, we could tape up the girls. My doctor, he probably really, Dr. Smuck, if you're listening, I'm so sorry. He probably hated me in California. He's like, this girl keeps coming to me with issues with her boobs. A lot happened that year. Yeah. Don't put double-sided tape on your girls if you don't know if you're allergic to tape or not. Just throwing that out there. It's a warning. Yeah, like, yeah, I agree. Like, big busted gals, the bodice thing, the corset, yes. And my favorite it didn't fit like in the undercarriage, and so I was able, like, it fit at the mid of the waist, but I was able to like move my body like, and that should have been a warning. But no, 19 years old Nova was like, it's totally cool because I look so cool. It wasn't a good idea. So I hope that you enjoyed your coffee and tea with me, and I made you laugh or made you think about double-sided tape. Don't do it. And I enjoy speaking to you in the morning. I'm gonna go check up on my daughter before I start cutting and working. So I hope you have a really good day. Stay safe and happy sewing. Bye.